Rolling now.
Dude, I hate you so much. Stop it. Please stop. If I was there, I would punch you directly in your You have zero fucking manners. Zero fucking manners. What's up, folks? How you doing tonight, Jeremy? You know, I realized something about Zoom is you can actually change your name before you like. Look at mine. Does it say Will?
It says Will, and in brackets it says Punk Films.
Yeah, now you got your names down. You can actually change that before you join. So I realized that. But hey, everybody, welcome to the first ever social distancing commentary track. I guess this is the new norm for human beings. Like, this is what we're going to do with our lives now.
I mean, we're already a week behind the curve on this. I got to say, we're not telling these people anything new.
People are already recording commentary tracks.
People are already just jerking each other off, mutually masturbating with Zoom. They're, as I said before, they're playing Flip Club.
You are not. You're getting too deep on me there. Like, we're not getting into that, man.
People did that before the social distancing pandemic shit. You know, people who were in long distance relationships. It was hey, go fucking play with my clit. And they would take the little mouse button and go.
If you're insinuating the fact that we're gonna jerk each other off via Zoom, you're wrong.
Well, that's not what I'm implying. I'm just saying this is a thing that happens in the world, and we are not pioneers in this.
Well, I ain't about that lifestyle, bro. Mm-hmm. Ain't about that cheese on my sandwich, if you get what I'm saying.
What?
I don't know. It's an analogy I just made up. But I guess this is the world we live in.
Dude, I ain't about them frosting my flakes, man. What the fuck? You could say that about anything.
They do make non-frost flakes. They're called Wheaties, dude.
Yeah, they suck. I had some recently.
Yeah, we're going to get flagged for that. Oh, I watched this show, off topic. I watched this show called Eating History. So we're going to get flagged for that as well. But what they do is they eat things from the past. And they had this 70-year-old box. It was from the 40s of fucking Wheaties. And they ate that shit. They ate it. Yeah,
it makes sense, dude. No. My mom has had some Tabasco in her cupboard that was 9 years old. It's hey, is this shit supposed to be brown?
Oh, it gets spicier as you it ages. So yeah,
is it still possible to eat it because I didn't try?
Yeah, you can still eat it. Oh yeah, they had 40-year-old hot sauce.
It just ages like a fine wine. It just loses all color and it becomes doo-doo brown.
Yeah, it gets more potent. The peppers ferment technically, so you're technically drinking, or you're getting kind of alcohol in with the pepper.
It's like the ghost of a pepper. That's why it's so hot.
Yeah, but if you shake it, it's vinegar, so it'll last forever. It's just like pickles. That's the reason why people started pickling things, was so that they lasted a lot longer. But it turns out pickles can last 20, 40, 60 years, and you can still eat them. Is it good for you? Is it healthy? Probably not. But is it growing parasites in that little bottle as long as it's still sealed? Nah, not likely. So fuck it, eat it, dude. Anyway, we're way off topic. Why don't you share with the people what movie we're actually watching tonight?
Well, if you look below us, you'll no doubt see that it's The Happening. It's the Happening commentary track. Okay. We're doing this because I don't know, why the fuck are we doing this? Why did you decide to do this movie?
I wanted to put on a movie that was a apocalypse movie that had
it's airborne. Not an apocalypse movie. I don't know, 25 people die.
Well, inside the film, 25 people die, but worldwide, a bunch of people. It's a pandemic.
It's one part of the United States, and then it spreads a little bit further.
No, it reaches the world as far as I remember. You remember more about this film than I do.
Not during most of the movie. During the events of the film, it's New England is being threatened by this.
Yeah, it is definitely New England. It's still an apocalyptic movie, man. Don't spoil it for the viewers. Don't spoil it for me because I haven't watched it in years.
Oh yeah, it's an apocalypse movie for people who live on roughly 2% of Earth.
In New England, because I know some New Englanders. But I wish I could kind of social distance myself from this movie.
Well, it was your fucking decision, man. I didn't do this.
And it never. Well, it's a fucking feel for the spoilers. Remember, it's airborne. So the shit that we're living in right now is airborne. So that's why I kind of that's where my brain.
It makes you want to kill yourself because you had to stay inside all day.
Yeah. And think about Contagion. That movie is boring as fuck. The only reason to watch that is to use it as a fucking documentary, really. Okay. And then Outbreak. That's the Contagion movie with the big pair. It's you never seen Outbreak?
Never have.
All right, so that's the movie where the parasite comes from monkeys, and they didn't eat the monkey. A monkey scratched like a trainer that owns a pet store, and then
Oh, so it's kind of like
burned.
what's that movie?
Primal.
Dead Alive or Brain Dead?
Primal. There's a movie called Primal, as far as I remember.
Was
It's
it a
kind of like that.
Sumatran rat monkey?
Hmm.
Cool.
I mean, what apocalypse movie would you think of? The thing is there. But to finish my statement on Outbreak, I mean that movie's good. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but there's a lot of like things that you could socially destruct in that film, you know, and it
And
kind
if we're
of
talking
make.
about apocalypse movies where the threat is airborne, why not just Birdemic, Shock and Terror?
Why would we do such a shitty fucking film that's not better than M. Night Shyamalan? Because here's the
It's an
thing.
airborne threat.
All right. So as much as I want to socially distance myself from this film, deep down a part of me still loves it. Like I don't love Birdemic. I watched that movie like once and I was like,
I
okay. And
fucking hate it.
that's also like, come on, you got to put yourself in the scenario of like you want to watch something that's a little bit entertaining that you can kind of talk through, and you don't want to be like, oh god, this is just so awful.
Well,
You can watch,
Birdemic, you have to talk to all the fucking screeches.
you can still watch M. Night Shyamalan and be entertained. You know, like you can still like there's some very entertainment. But fuck, let me get back to my Outbreak stuff, okay? So I can finish up my statement on that.
Yeah, and then we should play
Dustin
the
Hoffman.
movie.
Dustin Hoffman's really good. Russo is good. Um, Kevin Spacey's really good in the film. But here's the thing: there's some scenes in that movie that like affect me personally. Is like this family gets stripped apart,
Hmm.
and like the daughter is like crying and tries to run towards the mom, but she can't touch her because she's sick, and like that just fucked me up a little bit when I watched it. You know, I was trying to hold back the tears and shit. Um, there's another scene where like these rednecks are driving to try and escape the quarantine, and the fucking National Guard is stopping them with helicopters and fucking guns and shit. And they wind up. This is probably some fuck, but like anyway, they wind up shooting the rednecks that are trying to escape the quarantine. And then
Badass.
there's a family directly behind them trying to leave the quarantine as well. And they stop and they get scared. But the kids, you know, had to watch these rednecks get shot because they're trying to escape to freedom so that they don't get sick.
Hmm.
Like that's a fucked up scenario on that. So I didn't want to get that deep. I wanted to get more comical than anything, you know, when it comes to this, because we need to laugh right now, for fuck's sake. You know, we're stuck indoors. So the two people that are actually going to watch this, you know, and enjoy themselves need to kind of chuckle. You and I both, especially.
Yeah,
Um,
so we shouldn't keep anybody waiting anymore instead of going 7 minutes into a video. Uh, how about we
no,
start getting ready to count it down?
7 minutes isn't shit. I just wanted to let everybody know I was in my underwear right now. So if you see
Cool.
some
I'm in my
motion,
jam
you know,
jams. All right,
you know,
so I'm about to go up and
are
start the movie.
why are we
Want to
rolling
give
on
me
this? All right,
a
I'm on the
little
pause button.
countdown for it
So
for the
I'm
folks
gonna
at home?
say start from 3. Oh shit! Can you hear me? Like how is that gonna work? Oh, 3, 2, 1, 0. I think our timers are gonna be off here.
Ever so slightly off, maybe.
So are
It's
you
on
on the
20th
20th
Century
century?
Fox for me right now.
All right. So tell me when that ends to make sure we're kind of on the same like
What was
wavelength
that?
here. Tell me when it ends so we kind of make sure we're on the same wavelength.
And 20th Century
Where
Fox.
I'm, oh, I'm on a like another logo.
Yeah,
Are
the
we
one
on
with the
it?
paint.
Yeah. And this woman, she's like running her hands. She's fingering the thing.
Cool. Okay, we're on the same thing then. All right, so
Tell me when that ends as well, so we know we're kind of. Oh, it just flashed white. Is yours white?
I
I can
mean, there's
see
some flashes, but it didn't
motion.
flash white like the whole screen or anything.
Now I'm black.
When the
Just
guy with
say
the
when you're black.
spyglass.
Okay, cool. Whatever. We're close enough.
All right, so you were saying that M. Night Shyamalan was trying to write this movie off as like a B movie, right? Like he didn't intend for it to be bad. I always thought that was bullshit until I saw The Visit that he made, which is intentionally funny. So I need to
Remember
watch this
clouds?
movie with more of an eye for, a few little nudge, winks, winks at the camera. Because I thought it was completely earnest at first. But now that I'm
Yeah.
looking back on it, it might be a bit more tongue in cheek than I thought.
Blinding edge predictions. Going into it, he didn't really release the information stating that he thought it was going to be. It's just like when you make a B film, people are like, "Oh, I meant to do that." Like, think of The Room, and it came out, and then they were like, "Oh, Tommy Wiseau, it's supposed to be comedy,
which is definitely bullshit.
Well, this scenario is not bullshit. Like, he wanted to make fun of those like 50s science fiction films, that were
This has its basing in other movies. Something like The Room is from a different planet.
Yeah, he wanted to kind of staple in the Ed Wood style, where like people didn't know how to react. Which in this film they don't know how to react. You remember Clouds?
Well, everyone has the same wide-eyed look, and they don't know how to break it.
Yeah, that's the reason why Marky Mark is a science teacher in this film, so that they actually has like some type of like scenario inside the small apocalypse that happens in New England.
Despite being completely out of his depth to stop anything.
He's a high school science teacher. You got James Newton Howard up on your screen.
If you were a PhD guy, like just living the life.
Jose L. Rodriguez, is that on your screen right now? The clouds just went black.
It just, I just saw Conrad Buff's name, and now I see Giannine Appawal.
You're ahead of me now.
And Tak Fujimoto.
You're ahead by a few seconds.
So are these clouds going by in reverse? Is that why they're so fucking weird looking? Screw Valley.
I think this was probably shot like 16 mil and then blown up. But yeah, I think this is falsified for sure. This is an effect shot. Mm-hmm. Probably sucking it out of the room or some shit like that. Something cool like that. Barry Mendel, Sam Mercer.
Okay, now it's all going to black. And it was an effect shot rather than genuine, because that's how they had the shit go in front of his name. Unless it's like a really good composite.
All right, here we are in Central Park or San Francisco.
And here we see our central villain of the movie.
Yeah, the air. It is Central Park, 8:33 a.m. Why do we need that information, though? It's like Shyamalan.
It could be anywhere.
What time it is. That is not fucking New York. It is not.
It looks like Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine says that you can shoot in a park in his place that looks like Central Park, but it's not Central Park. So, I mean, you could shoot any park that kind of look like a park to make it look like Central Park.
Now, have you not shot in Central Park yourself?
Yes, I have.
You used that time and valuable real estate in New York City to feature a bum sticking his dick in someone else's face.
Yeah, sticking his dick in someone's ear and slap shotting someone's ear. Okay, so this happened to me the other day. Like, this is kind of weird, but I was somewhere out in public and people just froze. These two guys were on their cell phone and they were fucking frozen, and I thought it was a glitch in the Matrix, and I was like, what is happening right now? And I kind of freaked out. I have a video of it, but they were frozen.
Why is that the girl with the bangs just like
frozen,
doing
dude.
jack shit?
She's frozen. She smoked.
What did she say?
I don't know. I got my speaker turned down. She patronized.
So I'm kind of wondering, like, what mechanism causes people to kill themselves once they get to happening. Like, is it a voice in their head?
It never is explained, I don't think.
What would happen if you got the happening, dude?
I probably got the Rona. Why is she still not
affected? Does she have antibodies? What the fuck?
Some people do have antibodies, if you remember correctly. 3 blocks from Central Park, New York City.
And like now, here's the thing though. Like, they didn't actually have to film this in New York. They just went to an Apple factory in China to get this scene done.
No, they didn't want to go to China, dude.
I mean, they don't even have to hire people to do their own special
token
effects.
Black guy in the movie?
Themselves from the fucking buildings there all the time.
Is that the token black guy?
There's a lot of black people in this movie, and Mexicans too. John Leguizamo is in fact Mexican.
What did he say?
I don't know. I can't hear it very well.
Fuck.
We have a major accident at the south side of the building. We'll need an ambulance.
I'm a bit ahead of you, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah, you are.
Give him some room.
You got a remote control for that to pause it for a hot second?
I do not, but I can pause it for a second.
Is it worth it? That third person just jumped. Fourth. It landed in the trash because people are trash. Fuck, the entire city of New York's gonna kill itself. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
this is just like a normal day at an apple factory in China, dude.
Yeah.
And like,
It's a
yeah,
normal
that
day in New
guy
York
doesn't
City.
get fucked up at all. You should never
Remember,
really
he's
have
immune.
like a point of view character for these scenes because you know that, well, I guess someone's just magically unaffected. Dude, this movie was ahead of its time in its diversity casting, dude.
Diverse casting. M. Night Shyamalan
Why does this
was
movie
like,
not
yeah,
get praise?
we're gonna black it up. Why people are killing themselves? What's he talking about? Hey, I got one joke for you that I'm gonna try not to make this entire movie. You ready?
Sure.
Feel it, feel it.
All right, cool.
Feel it, feel it.
Can you feel the vibe? Feel the happening nations.
Yeah. If you could name all of the new kids right now, I swear I'll give you every dollar in my bank.
I don't know. Is that the retard?
Donnie, Joey, Blackie, Whitey, Sniffy, Snorty.
Snorty, huh?
Yeah. That kid is so cool. He wore a bandana to high school. You
This
two
is
with
the kid that he's
glasses.
gonna sexually
The
harass.
kids with the glasses have to sit up front, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You two with the glasses sit in the front of the class.
That guy has like a Mo Howard cut.
That's Taylor Lautner, isn't it? Is that the Twilight kid?
That can't be.
That's the Twilight kid, dude.
He's not. You're always wrong.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, I am always wrong. He looks like that fucking Taylor Lautner. It's the chin dimple.
So what do you think about Marky Mark hitting on this kid in class, dude?
They're gonna totally fuck like right there. That school. You know, sexual harassment Tuesday is okay.
On Tuesdays, it's all right.
Yeah, it's okay in school on Tuesdays.
How do you
I
know
love
it's
David
Tuesday?
Cross in
Did it
here.
say that?
No, it's David Cross in here in the bottom right frame.
Looks so fucking old in that shot.
Look at Marky Mark's dye job.
I mean, how old was he when this movie came out? Like 30?
Probably in his 40s. There's no way he's fucking 30. That dude looks like he's like fucking piss deep, ready to wear the pins. I'm incontinent. What's happening? I'm incontinent. What's happening?
That kind of made out to school, dude.
Yeah, he's a Pinocchio. It's a creepy point. I have some news,
even more
children.
Villains.
Children, I have some news. It's not like 9/11 anymore, but people are killing themselves. You should join them.
Now there's a dye job. Good lord.
That ain't a dye. That's her hair, dude.
Does it look purple? It looks like it's chrome.
She's wearing a wig.
It's like band kids are the first to know.
No, band kids are having band class with desks in the band room.
Yeah, totally, dude. They couldn't afford some stands. To use their
quote unquote. Yeah, this high school is like
couldn't play clarinet for
City Hall or something. All right. There's John Leguizamo's introduction. It's Mario and Luigi Mario. Terrorist attack. They think it's terrorist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Cameron Fry, dude. I never know that actor's actual fucking name. I just always call him Cameron.
Cameron Crowe?
Yeah, no, Cameron Fry. The third stage is your suicide. What did you say? Fate?
I didn't hear him. I can't understand the fucking word he's saying. So, is this like a sequel to Tu Wong Fu? Is this what happened
is a sequel to Bird Box.
Galore? When she put the life behind?
It's a sequel to Bird Box. Why is he? That's like Kevorkian shit right there. Why is he standing like that?
I wonder if all these kids die during the course of the movie.
Let's hope. Hey.
I wonder what this class is where they learn specifically about just plants.
Don't breathe the air.
And also Einstein.
Read that out to me.
Biophysics.
Do you think John Leguizamo's Jewish?
I mean, he's probably a little bit Jewish and a little bit Italian and a little bit Mexican, dude.
You don't have to say a little bit Jewish, Jeremy. Jewish is a little bit.
Uh-huh.
That's what the ish is.
Uh-huh. So I'm just being redundant.
Yeah. just like Jewish.
What do you think about that? Okay. Did you hear about New York?
How far are we away from the scene where the guy gets his arm ripped off?
I don't even know. I haven't seen this in like 5 years. I'm gonna tell you the story about the first time I watched this movie. I had a buddy in film school, my roommate, who was like, "You ever seen The Happening?" Because we were having the M. Night Shyamalan talk, and he's like, "You ever seen The Happening?" I was like, "No, I refuse to watch that film. Like, it just looks shitty to me. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it." And so we put it on in the dorm room, and I was just like absolutely was like enthralled. I was like, "This is fucking awesome for some reason. Like, why is this so good?" And it's not good. It's bad, but it is supposed to be bad.
Well, when I first saw this movie, it was sold as like legitimately good to me. Like I saw it with people who were from fucking South Africa, and I guess they just have no ability to pick up the tone of a film. They're like, dude, it was fucking good. They weren't even fucking with me.
You should never tell your best friend. Why is everybody saying that? I saw her on the wedding day.
What the fuck are they talking about?
You said, I'm telling you something that you should never tell your best friend. I saw her on her wedding day.
He wants to be the third in the relationship? What's the idea here?
No. He saw his wife not want to marry him. Because remember, they're not together anymore. Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. If I had magical powers. Dude, you remember razors? Remember when people used to pretend to shave with those fake phones, Remember that?
Is that what they were called that? They made the exact same noise?
I don't know why they were called razors. I think because they were sharp as a blade. Like they were.
She's trying to make it blow up with her fucking mind? What's she doing?
I think it's like her ex-husband on the phone or something. Oh, shit. I just jumped. Yes. Oh, they already knew each other.
Yeah, they done been knew each other. I think it's just like his girlfriend or something, dude.
Preservation mechanism to stop us from harmful actions. This is controlled by a combination of electrochemical signals in the brain.
The entire news today.
So you just lose all will to live because your instincts to live just like stop being a thing. They explained it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
In a better movie, they would just be like, "Oh, it's whatever the fuck it needs to be. It's a metaphor." But no, it's like, "Oh,
like
no."
Bird Box.
Is that what happens in a Bird Box? People kill themselves?
Yeah, people just like fucking like kill themselves because they see.
It's like they like lose all their
insanity. You want proof for this to be a bad.
They just like
proof for this to be a bad film. Just look at how Zooey is acting right now. Like we all know Zooey's a better actress than that. She did fucking Hitchhikers before this, and she was bad in that, but like not bad, but this.
They're fucking married.
She just like stared in the film, like into the camera, and goes, "Just when you think things are going to be so bad, yeah, do the eyes. You nailed it, dude. Do the monologues. Like just when you think things are so bad, they could only get worse." Philadelphia. So it's in Philadelphia, which is still in New England, but. Okay, I remember what's happening now.
Boo or something.
Yeah, that's her side bitch. Yeah.
This is Grand Central Station.
Fox.
This is where we get to see the end result of that popular Netflix show, Tiger King.
Yeah, let's hope. You watched that yet? That's like the popular thing.
No, I'm not on Netflix. You know, I'm on a Netflix detox. I'm not watching any of that shit.
Airborne toxin with a natural compound. It wasn't made from bats. Look at that racist name, though.
Orangutans?
No, his name is Yuki. U-K. Sorry, I can't even spell it now. U-K-E-E. Yuki Washington. That girl was, I think, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. Or someone famous. Like, I know that girl now. Yeah. But it's definitely not John Leguizamo's daughter, you know.
Are you sure about that? They have the exact same skin tone.
Yeah, they look like they're related. Got the same eyes. Oh, Zooey is acting so bad in this film, and like, just I feel like Marky was popping like a bunch of Xannies before shooting this movie.
Well, he's the only one taking it seriously. That's the funniest part of the whole movie.
Can you describe his acting in Pain and Gain for me?
Well, his acting in Pain and Gain is him basically being himself. And in fact, I'm not entirely sure that he was told that he was in a movie. I think there's like, hey, we're just going to have you hang out with The Rock for a while, and some things going to happen to his character, and you're just going to work out and fuck some chick for like 2 seconds and like try to scam people occasionally, and also try to beat up your boss who runs the gym. And he was like, "Oh, I already do that, dude. This is part of my life."
You think the rehearsals for this movie was just to like smoke a lot of pot and then try and do your
I
line?
think that you're being generous by saying that they had rehearsals for this movie.
Valid point. Point taken.
I'm pretty sure
You know what? We're
everyone got
missing
the
the element of this film, though.
and
Like
just
in the
everyone
pandemic
but
world we're
Marky
living in.
Mark. There was just like had a nice little laugh. They're like, "This is going to be an easy paycheck." It's like they hired the guy who played Dante Hicks for this movie. They don't know what the fucking casting director's doing.
So what we're missing in this film is the touch. It's the air pandemic. It's in the air, but we're missing the touch. People are touching each other. You remember touch? Remember where you could hug a human being?
Or is his wife?
What's their destination again? I don't remember. Is it New Jersey?
I don't know. They're going to New Jersey. They're going closer to New York, aren't they?
Now they're leaving New York. Like, that's the Chrysler Building. That's not the Chrysler Building. That looks like Philadelphia.
Yeah, they are in Philadelphia.
Oh, speak of the devil. Is the dog going to kill itself? Because that'd be fucking cool.
No, the dogs are cool, man. They established that in the first scene.
Oh, that's right. Dogs can't get COVID-19 either. Oh, it's all that ginger kid's fault. It's the devil. I was eating at a restaurant one time, and this ginger kid like turned around. He couldn't have been more than 4 or 5, and he stared directly into my soul.
Chilly, isn't it today, Sal? Maybe a little.
So do you feel that like basically the whole concept for this movie was kind of like they were thinking about Jaws, like how can we make something scary and not spend any money on it? Is that like what originally caused something to be like, oh yeah, the wind is, oh my god. I love that effect. Just like, this thing's a little tiny little
down.
What did he shoot himself with? A little tiny
directly on the like the
that's a 45, isn't it? If he shot himself with a 45, like he wouldn't even
that's
have
a 9mm, sir. I'm not gonna dissect the kill ratio there or the science behind.
Now, what they should have
yourself
done with this scene is to have him shoot himself, and then he shoots himself, and everyone else starts picking it up. Is that what happens?
That's what they did, dude.
Because that's fucking funny, is it not? That has to be a gag. Yes. This is intentionally hilarious.
I think this is just a beautiful fucking shot, honestly. It's just put together very well.
If they had gone the whole 6 rounds in that thing, then that would have been a great fucking bit.
Yeah.
The fact that it's only 3 makes me think, oh, they're doing the rule of 3. They're trying to take it somewhat seriously. But if they went all 6 rounds,
they didn't need to go all 6 rounds for it to be impactful. It's already a great fucking film. You're just missing it. Well, keep your eye on this little extra up front with the long hair. This little boy. Keep your eye on him. This is how, like, look at him act, dude. I'm impressed. He's biting his tongue, I bet you. I don't know. Exactly. The girl behind her, too. Look at her. Just, like, looking around.
What's the news?
Apparently Philadelphia was just a test.
Get it bad, man.
Nah, she's dead.
Fucking done for, dude. I'm still a little bit ahead of you. I'm gonna fix it up real quick.
I'll let you know as soon as John Leguizamo gets off the phone, if that helps you any. But this is just breaking commentary. It doesn't have to be on sync. Text me, I can't hear you. He's it cut to Marky Mark. Marky Mark's talking to a curly-haired girl. Marky Mark turned around. It's on John Leguizamo right now. John Leguizamo talking to Lorelai Linklater. Okay, so they are going to New Jersey. They're going to the shit capital of the world, you know. Hoboken. 61. So they're still in New England, dude. Hey, I'm not getting any sound from you at all. Hey, I am not getting any sound from you at all. No, I knew there were going to be technical difficulties. Oh, something came in. I heard myself, I think. There it goes. Tap the mic again or just start talking. All right, you're good. You're rolling. What did you do? You hit the button?
I don't know what happened.
Now you're really faint. You're not that loud.
Well, it might be a different microphone.
No, when you tap the mic, it came through. Just check your volume settings. It's still coming through from there. What do you mean? Where are we? Oh, they're in Pennsylvania right now.
Does anybody know where that is? Why are you giving me one useless piece of information?
Yeah, I'm back on the right.
You know, if we were playing a drinking game right now, my drinking game would be to drink every time Marky Mark asks us a question.
That is the game of this whole movie, right? Is how many questions can you ask that never get answered, and what do you do when no one answers your questions? You know, like how can you live in a world without Ask Jeeves or Google? I also think that M. Night Shyamalan's goal was to get as much of Zooey Deschanel's The White Spots of Her Eyes. It's like, how much of that can I get on camera?
Oh, that's just Zooey Deschanel's eyes, man. That's in every movie. It's part of her beauty.
But she's given so much wide eye in this movie. It's like, it's like I need the sclera, or actually, I think that's a different part of your eye.
It's funny they think they're safe because they're in a small town in Pennsylvania.
Nah, that is the right part.
You're at the diner right now?
Yeah, I'm in the diner. I'm more synced up with you.
Okay, cool.
This also makes everyone have to take a piss.
Film, dude. There are a lot of extras.
Well, you kind of need to have extras in this movie to like get the scope across, right?
The pandemic across, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is this where Sandwich Hot Dog Guy comes in?
He's a little bit later.
Oh.
Now, does he argue that a hot dog is a sandwich? Is that his old deal?
I don't remember. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, technically.
So if I put my weenie inside a bun, it would be a sandwich?
Like your dick in a bun? It'd be a cock
what
sandwich.
Do you think I meant by weenie? Dick in a bun.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
What up?
I know that's from like his like ex-girlfriend or something. Am I right? That ring? Why is he wearing it? Isn't that like feminine as fuck?
What, wearing a ring?
Not wearing a mood ring, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's a whole mood ring in this movie. I forgot about that.
He just gave it to
let's just say that it's not something that M. Night Shyamalan thought of. He wanted a fucking
I gotta know who this chick is.
He didn't give a fuck how it got in his movie. It's just gonna be in there. He doesn't care about social mores and social things that you would normally do in a social situation.
Dude, are they sending out suicide videos now?
Yeah, these are snuff films everybody gets.
Yeah.
This is like the new streaming platform, Snuffer.
I'm too tuned into the this is the Tiger Man.
Yeah, you
dude.
gotta check this out, dude.
Why would they cut away? Let's just watch it. It's rated R.
Oh no. There's more of it.
I mean, that ain't shit. Come on. So you're telling me that they wanted to make a serious film and they put this scene in the film? Come on, dude. You bought that as a. This would have made me die laughing in cinemas if I saw that. They would have thought I was fucking sociopath or something, like psychopathic. If I just started, because I would have died laughing.
Well, it's the woman's reaction to it that sells it. It's like, good Lord, what kind of terrorists are these?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the fucking president?
Holy shit, I did not realize this came out in 2008.
Oh, there's Hot Dog Man.
Okay, her name is Ashlyn Sanchez. And this is her big role. So I was wrong. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, and it never gets bigger than that.
Yeah, they catch a ride from Hot Dog Man after this scene.
Everything okay?
But they've already established that it's airborne, right?
They have
so how come none of these... No, they established it. Like they showed that news feed earlier that said it was airborne. Remember, I made fun of the COVID when they said that. I was like, oh, look, it's an airborne toxin. Okay, so they know it's airborne. How come none of these fuckers are wearing masks?
Well, it's pretty on short notice, man. They just figured it out. It was on the TV.
Yeah, but okay, how come none of them are putting their shirt over their face and avoiding breathing or going outdoors?
Well, remember that speech that Kay gives in Men in Black that everybody gets to post on social media when things like these happen? That's why. Individual people are fucking smart. They can solve any problem in any amount of time. Like fucking genius brains. They got the galaxy brains. You could put like 2 people in a room, instantly regular brain. 3 people, a third of a brain between them. Put like 25 people in a scene, everyone is immediately a waterhead. That's just how society works.
True story. That's why people are still going out and ordering food.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm right.
COVID-19.
Still
I mean,
works.
in all due thankfulness, not everyone's gonna die. So.
Oh, at least
Why are you
you're
staring
a
at me?
glass half full guy.
I'm an optimist. Hot dog. The guy's actually been in like 60 to 80 movies. Like he's got a
Yeah, he
pretty.
seems like a fucking veteran on the silver screen, this guy.
I wonder if he's ever had like a leading role though. Oh, there's Dante Hicks.
Another ad.
Dude, we got a Brian O'Halloran, man. I'm so excited for this. Man, the makeup department must have been off for this day. Like John
They couldn't
Leguizamo
fix his
looked
grill.
bad. Yeah, he just looks sweaty and no makeup and gritty, and plus it's in a close-up, so that doesn't help anything.
Carefully about this.
We're back on the same page.
That's why she wasn't with us.
God, Zooey should almost be like one of the sexiest women on the planet, dude. 10 out of 10. Faux show.
They keep on getting closer to his face, too. This guy that we've known for 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is weird. Stop pushing in on John Leguizamo's teeth.
Sure, the probability of Prince not being hit is good.
He's got that one yellow tooth. Do you see that?
Yeah, I was about to say that. It looks like he has exactly one wooden tooth.
62% chance. 62% chance he hasn't been hit.
Poor John Leguizamo. He's a good actor, man. Like I forgot what movie he was in that he was like the villain. Oh, I'd have to look it back up.
Dante's losing his fucking patience, dude.
That's because it's funny that they're going to New Jersey.
Don't take my daughter's hands.
Going to New Jersey. It's not Moulin Rouge, it's not Spawn, but I did love the movie Pest. John Leguizamo is good in that movie. He played the villain in some movie, and I was like, holy shit, he's such a great actor. I think it was from John Wick, that I was like, wow, he did an amazing. But he's only in that movie for like 5 minutes. Wait, why is he giving up his daughter?
I don't know. It makes no fucking sense. M. Night Shyamalan wanted the little kid to be in the movie.
He's going to pick up his wife, and the daughter's going with him to stay safe to get out of the region. So that kind of makes sense. This makes a lot more sense than you think it does. I think this was actually
Look at
shot.
That slow motion shot. Why not just
gosh.
have a longer shot?
Oh look, John's gonna die. See Brian O'Halloran's face in the mirror. He's never fully on shot in this movie, actually, as far as I know.
What is this? A town from Teeth? The fuck?
Yeah, it's airborne toxic.
The CGI nuclear plants.
Yeah.
Be ready in a jiffy.
Smokestack cigarettes. This is my weed farm. This is where I grow my flower. Wow, this dude's got a lot of weed. Marky Mark's like, I'm not impressed. I have more weed. You know what's funny? I think you should play a drinking game as well when Marky Mark's nostrils flare. Like, just keep an eye. Wait for it to turn back the camera.
Just sniff the air. That's all you need to kill yourself in this world. And this guy's somehow right.
Yep. Oh, nostril flares. Look at his eyes. Oh my God, what an intent, dude.
All things considered, they should get me to play this guy in the sequel to this movie or whatever.
Dude, why is he so frowny faced? It's like he's like, I remember doing Planet of the Apes now.
He was in that movie? I completely forgot.
Yeah. God damn you, damn dirty Tim Burton movies. He looks so confused this entire. Like, this is
Mhm.
honestly like, fuck that 6 gunshot scene. This is my favorite fucking sequence in the
Oh,
entire film. I love the sequence for some reason. I remember this vividly, going, "Holy shit, this is a good scene." Look, they're in
Dude,
New
so
Jersey
what if
now.
there was a flying car?
I still think you'd be in the air. You'd be higher in the air. You'd be breathing more of the toxic oxygen.
Couldn't you cut down on traffic, if you had a flying car?
Couldn't you wear a fucking mask? Can't we just think logically in the apocalypse? Shit. Hey, look, Jeremy, they're in Alabama.
Don't look outside.
Well, they got the race
Just
wrong.
look at me. Just keep looking at me.
They're in Birmingham, Alabama.
Close the bench.
I still think it's hilarious that they have like a
They're in
guy
a-
with
yeah.
at least some recognition, and they don't even have him on camera fully.
You're gonna tell me the answer.
They're in a fucking Jeep that's barely fucking like, and he's like, "Close the vents."
What must he think about his life that this is like one of the few fucking movies that he's scored outside of a Kevin Smith movie?
How much money would you have at the end of the
Do I know?
Brian O'Halloran.
What was the question?
Like, what must you think about his life and acting career that this is like basically always scored outside of Kevin Smith movies?
I don't think he really wants to be an actor. I mean, he still lives in New Jersey. It's not like he made the move to L.A. and did that.
But I mean, he still is in movies occasionally, as evidenced by this shit.
Well, they're getting ready to do Clerks 3, so let's cross our fingers to hope to die for that one. But don't hope to die of COVID-19. If we get look, there's a hole in the roof. Yeah, you're in a Jeep. You're not really well sealed off anyway.
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, you still do math problems in the apocalypse. No, everybody's dead, you dummy.
Dude. Everybody just like took their pills.
What a great fucking shot.
What's so great about this shot?
It's just a good shot, dude. It just like puts you in John Leguizamo's like face. God, I love this fucking sequence. There went Dante Hicks. Finally got the big break.
They got some guy who doesn't even look close.
Man, you broke my joke. You interrupted my joke.
What? I'm not even supposed to be here today?
No, you finally got the big break he was looking for. But you had a better one, actually. Dude, I love this sequence.
This is like the only part that's effective in the entire movie. There's like
that opening sequence with the hairpin in the throat. That was very effective to me.
Dude, down the river.
If no one's there to stop his blood from bleeding, he'll still die. Stop him from bleeding out, he'll still die.
This guy looks like he was painted by Edvard Munch.
You know whose opinion I would like to hear of this movie?
Whose?
Tim Burton's.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure he fucking loves it. I think it's a bunch of dead people.
Oh, it's most definitely dead people. What about the animals? Evidently the animals are safe, I guess.
It's dead people.
Just run them over, dude. Fuck it. That's the apocalypse.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they're dead. Would you reroute, or would you just be like, fuck it? I would probably move the bodies. I think the kosher thing to do.
Are you going to go back? Are you going to go off-road?
Well, also, here's the thing about moving the bodies. Do you know whether or not it's contagious, like when touching, So I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. You should just run them over. Which
would
really suck if someone's like, hey, what the fuck? I'm lying down here.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny part. They're in a Jeep, so why don't they just four-wheel drive that fucker right over the side of, reroute around them.
That's like four-wheel drive? Which I guess is what they were doing
right there.
Right
it says 4x4. He just went off-road. You could have went around them. Like, come on. This is a joke. This has to be a gimmick. How come they're in a really wooded area and they're still catching the COVID-19?
The army was safe. Well, it looks like there's fucking kudzu everywhere.
Yeah, but there's trees. Like, they're okay. Dude, is this guy going to kill himself? Is that Paul Rubens?
I mean, that'd be cool, but no. Maybe it's Paul Rubens' long lost son.
This dude is definitely a private. He's such a bad actor too. It's funny. He's just look how nervous he is to be on camera. How many times do you think he had to do this?
So why is the fucking sky always blown out in this movie?
This is Officer Asperger's. That didn't make you laugh? That didn't get you?
No.
Officer.
He's more like Officer Anxiety.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Yo,
like
I would not go to the safe haven. I would never do that. Not in the middle of this shit.
That's some corn.
Thunderbird. No, it's a Thunderbird. Oh. Now he's finding out she's got a second boo. Side bitch.
I'm sure he'll be all right. He'll be okay.
I'm so confused all the time. Quit zooming in on my face.
You can see the cogs turning in his brain.
Oh yeah, it's like, how much weed did I smoke this morning? He asked a question, drink.
It's the same story. About 8-9 miles back, they say there's a bus in a lake.
5 miles back.
Hey, you didn't finish your line. I'm going to finish it for you.
So why does a person with like no military training have like much better nerves during all of this?
Because she's probably a trained actress. She probably does. She reads the news. And
they just got this guy off the street.
Yeah, it's his first film.
You won't believe it. Ain't nobody fucking hot dogs, dude.
This woman talking to her daughter. She's talking to her daughter, Princess. Is that where your friend went? Come on.
I think it's funny that they got Dante Hicks in New Jersey. Like that just like makes my that makes this movie so much better.
Why is Zoe Deschanel just like in a sundress during all of this?
She needed to have an excuse to be in a dress, dude. Come on.
Or M. Night Shyamalan needed a excuse.
Excuse to put it. It's like that scene that Dick Donner put what's her face, that like 12-year-old actor in a fucking skirt. Might not have been Dick Donner's choice. I'm not trying to put the pin on Dick Donner for being a pedophile, but when you watch The Goonies, you get a lot of 12-year-old upskirt. He's like 16. So.
Hollywood, dude, just roll the dice.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. You can't. Me too.
Oh, there's people are just better at hiding it.
Yeah, you know it's fucked up. It survived 2020, and the worst guy in the universe from 2019 supposedly
Weinstein gets the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID-19, so he gets to be isolated in prison. I'm sure he's got a television so he can watch all the new films like Trolls World Tour. You know, because that Gentleman movie, that Guy Ritchie film. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
It's called The Gentleman. It's a starring Matthew McConaughey and Guy Pearce and some other people. I don't know if Guy Pearce, I don't remember, but it was released by Miramax, and I haven't seen a Miramax film in but apparently some British company bought Miramax. So, man, like all the extras in this fucking film, just the way this is not a star-studded picture show. Yes, it's centered around stars, but like, look at all these fucking people that got paid for this film. That's where that budget came from, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's got a dick on the side of his pants. Look at the dick on the dude's cargo pants. Look at the dick on the dude's cargo pants. You see it?
It looks like he has some kind of shaft going down it.
It's a dick, bro. Dick on the side. No, Marky, don't sit in the flower. Don't sit in the weeds, dude. You're gonna die.
It's like he's being reborn as a guy. It's like, man, I'm slightly suspicious of my girlfriend.
In film, this is what we like to call the magic moment, where you feel.
What's so magic about this moment of, oh man, it sucks?
Look at this. That's like a straight out of fucking Norman Rockwell painting. That's a Norman Rockwell painting, dude. Look at that.
Is that why it's like a
magic?
You mean like a John Kincaid or something? That's why it's trite and stupid?
It's a magic moment, dude. You're just missing the emotion. You have no heart. Look at that. Even Zooey's crying, man. That's how comical it is.
What do you think they did to make her cry?
Put some onions under her
fucking nose?
Told her that she was not going to have a career after this film. They probably told her in the near future, in 12
It's
years.
like in 2 years, you're only going to be on TV, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that show fucking rules, though, dude. In 12 years, you're going to die of COVID-19.
Dude, it's getting him his hots.
Yes.
Why
do you put the wife on that? You got to go back and get that fucking wife in there, dude. That's what you got to do.
I mean, her hair is in there.
So,
why is all the exposition coming from this fucking guy? Why does he drop out of the movie like halfway through? He should have been like one of the sole survivors.
He's the expedition extra, man. That's what they're called. Was there just one military guy that was driving the Humvee? Like, there's not a fleet of these fuckers? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I know.
Holy fuck, how?
Yeah, what the fuck? I didn't know that a bush could talk to a fucking grass, man.
You remember?
Like, maybe a grass could talk to another grass, but no way a fucking bush could talk to another grass, dude. Like, wouldn't they have different languages?
Dude, that guy has got bad Asperger's. There's no way I don't fucking, like, I'm calling that one. He's like, he looks like Paul Rubens.
He just looks like he has anxiety or something, man. But no,
Yeah,
seriously, wouldn't like a tree have a different language compared to some grass?
Remember that video? I'm a talking bush.
What do you think weed thinks when we're smoking it?
How
do you
stop
think it
burning
feels?
me. It's probably trying to tell you to watch the happening is what the weed is thinking.
Oh, cool, dude. So you can learn your fucking lesson?
This whole, like, just the extras in this film make this movie good for me, honestly. Like, it employs
that
so
woman
many
who looks like
goddamn
Donald
people.
Trump up front is kind of interesting.
Yeah. And then the reverse is going to change.
How does this guy know what to fucking do?
Is that karate guy?
Are you saying that because he's of Asian descent, sir?
Yeah, that was racist as fuck, but I didn't mean it to be. He looks like the guy from TMNT 2. Ernie Reyes Jr.
For no reason. You should go into 2 groups.
We need to stay in
Why?
Stay together.
Private Pyle's a good character, man.
We'll go soon.
Stay 6 feet away from each other. Social distancing, dude. How long has social distancing been around? Like, has that like ever been used for anything outside of this like pandemic right now?
I mean, I'm sure that that's always been some common knowledge, but now it's just like, here's our new term. You
Hold
have
the phone. I want to hear her talk.
Quarantine.
We had dessert. I went out and I had dessert with him when I told you I worked late.
Dessert quote for sex. Is that what's happening right now? I feel real bad because I had dessert with him. Dessert. All we did was eat dessert. We didn't even have dinner. We just had dessert. Is that a euphemism? Anyway,
yeah,
I watched a video not too long ago. Look at this kid. He had that.
Sucking on clits for
This movie
24
employed
hours.
so many fucking people. Not too long ago, about one of the only survivors of the Spanish flu from 1918. He's not one of the only ones. He's just the guy that was around that they.
There's a lot of people who survived.
But yeah, he brought up social distancing in the video. So I wonder if they knew about that kind of that, if they used that kind of nomenclature then. Holy shit, this is impactful. I am freaked the fuck out right now.
Oh!
Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman. He hears really good, doesn't he?
Why don't you just go the other direction, guy?
Good, because they needed him to turn his back so you didn't actually watch it. It's the wind. Stay away from the wind.
I thought they were going to cut away from that sequence for good. They just needed to show more evil shots of your villain of the movie.
There are a lot of close-ups, too. You're still going to watch this? You're just going to stare at it? Instead of turning away?
They're in a different area.
No, the people, like the wife and husband, were staring at it.
Yeah, they were like, oh man, he's going to shoot me. Toxic?
Question.
Toxic Avenger? Whoa!
What do we do?
We need to do something.
Just let me think.
Let me think. This is the hard part for me.
I'm confused. I'm confused again. Hold on a second. I'm confused even more.
Is that Yo Cream Phoenix?
Good lord. I just want to tattoo Marky Mark's fucking forehead. Like,
yeah, I'm really concerned about, like being kind of a dick in this moment.
I need a second, okay? Why can't anybody give me a goddamn second?
Why does he have the answers? Like, because he's a high school science teacher? Like, how the fuck does he know what's going on? Like, come on.
You know what a pretty good answer to the question is? Put one foot in front of the other
Run?
foot and do the same thing for like 80,000 times. It's like, she gets it.
Standing there? Is the little girl going to go watch the fucking genocide now?
How can it be a genocide if it's like 25 people?
Mass suicide then.
Sounded like a mass shooting. Like, how many fucking bullets has he got in that clip?
What are you saying? My God was crazy. We have to save them.
It's like 6 bullets. What's everybody else gonna do? Start eating the grass?
So Marky Mark's brain just finally started working.
All he needed was to demand time from all these winches and bizarre people.
They're talking about practicing social distancing now.
Yeah, this is where they split up. So yeah.
So Hot Dog Dude's dead?
I guess so. We didn't see him die. I mean, there's only like 6 bullets that got shot. This is where they contrive a reason to have a chase.
Where's the guy from that Nickelodeon cartoon show? Isn't he coming up soon?
I don't watch Nickelodeon cartoon shows. I don't know.
Okay, remember the Cat in the Hat movie? That kid. Isn't he the fat kid in this movie?
I don't know nothing about no Cat in the Hat movie, dog. What the fuck are you asking?
I don't know actors' names. Now we're gonna outrun the wind. Like the wind doesn't change directions.
It's like they needed to control. They should all be fucking just murked right now. Like, game over, folks. Game over.
This isn't a copter shot, is it?
A copper shot?
A copter.
Oh no, my dress.
A helicopter. This isn't, but this is a wind machine. But it won't affect us if we're not in a big group.
Yeah, this is where we learned. This is actually how Jared Kushner ended up suggesting things for Donald Trump. It's like, dude, I watched this movie called The Happening, and it turns out if you're not as many people around the area, no one gets sick or kills themselves. So we should suggest that for the nation.
God, there were a lot of close-ups in this fucking film too.
Could this really be happening?
Okay, we can turn it off now. He said it. Family Guy.
Jerry, stop! Wait.
Was there more people?
Bro,
this is where they meet really rednecks.
Hungry. I should have made popcorn for this.
Let's go see if that truck has a map. You guys wait here.
Oh, we can't use the truck. We just need a map. Come on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Everybody just hang out here while I leave you. Gee, I really hope I find my brain in this truck. He's like the Scarecrow, man. If I only had a brain. When they finally get to Oz at the end of the movie, and then they're going to have sex. Don't do it, dude. Shut up, Deuce.
Oh shit, what's the radio saying? He has to think about it for like at
groups of 15 or more,
minutes.
It said. Do you think that that's a prosthetic on Marky Mark's forehead, or is that just like his butt dimple?
What, those wrinkles?
Yeah.
Those ever-present wrinkles that make him look like he's thinking?
There's
probably.
Farm.
It could have been some terrorist booby traps. Someone stepped on it out in the field.
In the field in Bumbletown, Pennsylvania.
I don't know.
He said Bumbletown, not
Fake
Bumblefuck.
Only potent a certain density.
Why didn't he say Bumblefuck? Is this PG-13?
I'm pretty sure this version of the movie is PG-13 because I scrummed ahead and I didn't see those 2 kids getting brained. So yeah, I think
Bro,
this is the
spoilers, bro.
PG-13 version.
Don't fuck this up for the kids at home.
How many kids at home are gonna watch us?
Don't give them the social disease, dude.
Hey, if you're like a 13-year-old kid watching this, fuck you and fuck off.
Jesus Christ,
Get a life.
That's fucked up, dude. Hey, 13-year-olds, don't touch your penis. You'll get COVID-19.
If you're less than 13 or more than 13, you're cool. But if you're 13 years old, fuck you.
You're not allowed to watch movies that say 13 plus. You know, they changed it's no longer called the MPAA now. Did you know that? It's just called the Motion Picture Association. It's no longer owned by there's
so
a
it's
bush in
the
it.
MPA rather than the MPA.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
This is the other scene in the movie that is obviously a little tip of the hat.
Yo, is Marky talking to a bush?
Yes.
Dude, I hope he feels it. If he doesn't touch this bush right now, this movie was a waste of time. Feel it. Feel it, Marky. This scene is making me want to feel it, if you know what I'm saying.
What do you want?
Oh, he's gonna. Dude, he felt it.
He did feel it.
Marky felt it.
Yeah.
Is it vibrating?
It is vibrating, dude. He feels the vibrations, man.
How fucking
This is what he was trying to tell us.
You guys ready to leave? He must have left in a hurry. You front door.
See it. I wonder if this kid's done anything ever since then.
Why is everything fake in this building? It's just like a metaphor.
Oh, dude, that is weird. Why is it fake orange juice?
It's a fake plant. That's why they're safe here. Yeah, there you go.
Is this one of those bomb buildings or something? Like they're gonna blow this out of.
It must be like a movie set or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Indy 4 where they blow it up. That kid from the fucking Cat in the Hat, dude.
Dude, I don't know anything about Dr. Seuss musicals and Seussicals and everything else in between.
Why is he telling this kid this? Like, why does this kid care? Marky Mark has a thing for kids in this movie. Yeah, drink it, please.
This is a bad time to bring up that I'm an alcoholic. Yeah.
I have a drinking problem. Oh, okay.
Model home
neighborhood.
What
yeah,
reason?
It's one of those for sale, I guess. So they stash it with props. What the fuck reason do they have to stash it with props? They couldn't just dress
remember,
it.
Like
they had
everything
fake
in this
food
movie
on the
is in
table
the
and
service
shit.
of something M. Night Shyamalan just wanted to do.
Yeah,
and in that case, it's a model plant, which is why I didn't fucking kill him.
Oh
See,
no,
this
kids
movie,
are coming
this
together.
house has real fucking plants. They're all gonna die. This guy is about the trailer shot himself.
Why is he watching it?
Because he has a morbid curiosity, and also we need something for the trailer. Come on.
Would you watch it if you had the opportunity? Would you be like, I'm gonna watch this?
I would have given up the will to live long ago and would have just been like, yo, I just want to see people murk themselves.
Fuck.
You should have murk yourself Olympics.
You sure this is PG-13?
Yeah, there was barely any
that was
blood.
Pretty graphic. Yeah,
that was damn near
stuff over
suggestive.
the
That's what that was.
Is she your kid? No. You got kids? No. How come you got
Yeah, your dick don't work? You shooting blanks, motherfucker? Something wrong with your dick, dude? My computer.
That's like that scene in Samurai Cop. Oh, you fucked up, dude, big time. It's like that scene in Samurai Cop when the black guy's like smiling because they're talking about dick sizes.
personal responsibility for yourself in a relationship? Don't make a difference. Okay, thank you. Hey, that's not a toy. It's got meaning to me. Come on.
What are they looking at? Oh, it's a radio? What is that? Yeah, it's a radio. Why is our radio just like tied to the fence? What sense does this make? Who wouldn't like set it on the fence so that it hangs there? And then how it's tied there? This is a trap. Then there's a lunch pail. Why would he tie it?
Yeah, this is probably a trap, actually. Remember what happens just a moment later?
Yeah. The trees are cool. You can be around the trees.
Just needs a 10-minute rest and some food.
They haven't had food at all throughout this entire thing. Like,
Probably.
come on.
And also, it's just like, why would you write the line that way? It's like, we need a 10-minute rest and some food. It's like, we need to rest and eat for a minute.
Look at this shot. What a shitty fucking shot.
Oh, this is a superfluous cough syrup scene.
Oh, hold on.
Why the fuck is he talking this way? Like, can you explain this to me? Because
Her
this
eyes are
only
bloodshot
like
as fuck. She's so stoned, dude.
this is definitely the part where he was on drugs. This is where he starts to understand what kind of movie this was. This is the last thing they shot, I can guarantee you. This is where he's given up.
I just had dessert.
And I got a superfluous bottle of cough syrup. I'm also going to say it like this. It's
think we all need some cough
superfluous
syrup
bottle
right
of cough
now.
syrup, dog. I didn't have
You
a
know what?
cough. Not even a sniffle.
I think if we all had some cough syrup right now, we'd find this movie a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so it's time to find out if this is the cutaway version or if this
It's
is
the cutaway version, I've noticed.
Oh,
It's PG-13. No one gets brained. You just see some fucked up skull, I guess.
Where's that cat in the hat when you need him to save the kid's life?
Maybe that's not a good
Little
idea.
thing one or thing two. Oh no, you're cavorting with the enemy.
Come on, I think I can open this door. Wait, we're a gang now? We're gonna take whatever we want? Come on, guys. Nobody's home. We're just gonna get some food for Jess. Yeah, it looks like nobody's hit you for a long time anyway. I mean, it's all boarded up.
Then why would there be good food
For
in
a
there?
long time, they've only been in this for like a week. Like, what's going on?
Not even a week. This is the same day.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same day. It's true.
This whole threat comes and goes over the course of maybe 36 hours.
There's somebody in there. You sure?
Fuck.
I saw a move.
Fuck. When did he get the mood ring back? The real feminine mood ring that he wears. I wonder if that pharmacist behind the counter was a dude.
We'll trade her for a few bacon.
You could have our little girl for lunch if you give us some food.
We're fine right now.
Yeah, everyone stay inside. For fuck's sake, stay at home.
We're perfectly normal.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking normal. It's the most normal guy I've seen in my fucking life.
She knows what's good. Like, it's like everyone kind of predicts it. So, oh shit! There's blood on the thing.
Open the door. You didn't mean that. There's more than one in there. Dad.
Oh my god, that's almost two.
Please don't do that, little girl.
Listen, we just want the food for a little girl, you pussy. That's in there. Josh, stop it. Sir, the air is fine out here right now. You don't need to worry. What with the food? I don't think it's terrible, sir.
Shit.
Crazy, Mr. Moore.
Oh, hey, this is the baller version. Actually, never mind.
It's not the baller version. The baller version, he gets shot in the face. Oh, wait a minute. He's shot in the head. And it like shows the fucking like back of the dude's scalp blowout.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
It cut away.
But this still is rated R. Like, I'm almost gonna put money on it says that this is rated R.
I got a shotgun to the face. He's gonna talk to him.
He's talking to the dead guy. Oh, come on. You just got shot in the head and you're like, we're gonna get out of this mess.
No one told me to uncover my ears. Oh, what am I gonna do with my life? Why aren't they trying to shoot these motherfuckers now? They have to reload the whole shotgun?
Probably because they weren't kicking in the door trying to break in. They were just like being calm.
But they think they're with the terrorist. And he just saying, oh, he's like giving him a warning? Yeah, sing Go Black Water again, motherfucker. Didn't ask you to serenade us.
Keep on rolling, Mississippi Queen, won't you keep on shining on me?
Crossed over the border for a few hours. It appears those residents that are still in the affected area of the Northeast.
Oh, these folks know what's going the fuck on.
It's modern times, my friend. It's exactly what's happening.
This is the hell world now, dude.
You wanted to know why I wanted to watch this movie. I think it's pretty relevant, dude. Dude, is that Dr. Phil?
No. It's Dr. Phil if he had at least 25%.
Was M. Night Shyamalan, is he from Florida? Because like
5% less.
Yeah, see, that's the curve. I mean, that's the curve.
Dude, is this all coming? It's all making sense, dude.
I told you.
What was wrong with M. Night Shyamalan's brain? He has like Kojima brain, where he can see.
Look at all those. Look at all that ammo, dude.
What's up?
Yeah. Why did it have to be in Nebraska? Why couldn't that be in like fucking Colorado or something dumb?
Claims that the CIA has facilities in the Northeast where they are testing drugs with some similar properties.
I buy it.
Is this his social commentary? People in Pittsburgh wear masks. People in Nebraska stock up on guns.
Oh, it's definitely
Florida are just really scared. They're fucking pussies. That dissolve. What the fuck?
I mean, you know what? We're in Alabama. We're safe. You know, like it would take a long time to get to us before it was like, especially if it was in the air.
I mean, we ain't that fucking far.
Dude, I got a real one right here for you. The air must not be a Patriots fan. The air is mad because Tom Brady left the team. Oh, fuck you and your not sports liking ass.
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
The pandemic is not a Patriots fan.
What did Tom Brady die?
Tom Brady left because it was the air was deadly.
All right.
Oh, we're getting to Act 3 here where they kind of lock themselves away, huh?
Yeah, this is where they get to stay with grandma.
Why is he walking like a pimp man? Like, why is he doing that shoulder sway? Is that just a Mark Wahlberg walk, you know? The old lady. Hey,
I and my lemon drink.
You want some Granny's lemonade? Granny's peach tea?
He must be. There ain't nothing around here for miles.
We stepped out and got into another M. Night Shyamalan movie called The Visit.
Yeah, this is like his proto visit, dude.
Do you want to drink my piss? That's her sexual fetish. Drink and piss. This bitch is rolling on Doc Martens, dude. Look at those boots, bro. She's rolling on Doc Martens.
I think she's just rolling
for the apocalypse. Yeah, she's probably rolling.
They got rid of the prosthetic, man.
She was lonely, dude. So she's just like, I'm glad I got company now. I made some urine tea if you'd like some. I have corn in my silos, but I got dildos in my
I also
pantry.
got corn in my crevices.
Yeah. I got dildos in my pantry if you need one. Fuck.
I hope the meal was sufficient.
It was succulent.
Is that like a cornbread cookie? Like, what's going on with this meal? Perfect lighting for Zooey Dish.
Covered in moss. I love it.
Fucking perfect lighting for Zooey.
Spring house in the back.
Y'all can stay out there, so we ain't together sleeping together. Yo, you think she wants Marky Mark's dick?
I think so. I think she also wants him to bash her head in.
Yeah, you think this old lady is gonna fucking put some petroleum jelly downstairs and let Marky Mark go to town?
Why wouldn't she just let Marky Mark do it first?
Because she's dried up and old, dude. Come on.
But yeah, that should be his job. It's like, and my lemon drink, oh, hey,
yeah.
Want to know where it came from? Huh?
If you drink some of my urine lemonade, spit on it and lube it up. That's too much. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die of the COVID-19 for that.
Oh, what? COVID-19 is like a daddy defender for old ladies?
Yeah, it doesn't have a sense of humor. So it doesn't like me talking about old dried up women's
It's pussy. Like if you make a bad joke, it's gonna fucking just kill you. We should both have dropped dead like 30 minutes ago.
He just volunteered to get with the old lady. Oh, what a cunt. I would have left right then and there.
What did she say?
Why do they need bread and a corn muffin?
She's like, bitch, you gotta eat all my bread or else I'm gonna give you some spankings.
I don't know what's going on right now. Now Marky Mark is freaked out.
She said something weird, apparently.
Enough to fill my time right here. And then my own thing.
Although I ain't got the touch.
Do you have the touch, Monkey Mock? I bet Monkey Mock. I bet Monkey Mock has don't fucking
You
touch
got the
me.
power. She hadn't been
Stay away
touched
from
in
me.
20 years. That's why she's
Probably.
fucked up.
No, dude, remember her husband's like dead in the bed upstairs or something?
Mrs. Jones,
That must be another movie, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure this is what happened in this film.
Nothing that interesting happens in this fucking movie. Like, there's no way.
This lady is a straight up bitch.
But that's it.
But you can't have
Unless
any of
a
my
strapping young man will just like strap me down to the bed.
But you can't have any of my cornbread. Stay away from my cornbread. Hey, what's this from? You gonna eat your cornbread?
It's from that movie, Dr. Manhattan Goes to Hollywood. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Mr. Smith goes to Washington.
Are they going to talk about cough syrup and dinner or not
Dude,
dinner?
if Zooey Deschanel was that old lady, I'd still petroleum jelly that up.
All right. What do you think she's going to look like when she's old?
I don't care. I hope she doesn't turn out like Madonna, you know, goes crazy and sits in bathtubs with like her $1,000 or $30,000 bathroom and be like, everyone's gonna
I was
die.
about to say $1,000 sounds like most people's bathrooms, not hers.
Yeah. You seen that video? You seen her like sitting up in the bathtub and like
Yes, I
flowers and,
have.
like,
My
fucking-
favorite
yeah.
was the reaction that Weird Al Yankovic had, which was, not so easy, is it?
Yeah. I want to listen to the dialogue that Marky Mark just had. I don't know what he said, but fuck, it's some creepy shit about to happen. This is like building up to be like a horror film. Fuck. Bro, that sexy nightgown is
What?
hitting me real hard.
No.
What does she say? That sexy nightgown.
Planning on murdering me in my sleep.
What? No. Why would we do that? What is happening?
Granted, that is like a pretty genuine reaction to that. That's probably his best line read in the whole movie.
I don't know. If she said that to me,
honest.
I'd be like, are you fucking crazy? Like, fuck no. But her sexy nightgown was really getting to me, man. She looked good.
What
Look
about
at
the
her,
sexy nightgown from The Visit?
The old lady's
Grandma's
titties
ass?
were perfectly featured there. Grandma's ass, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't really remember that movie very much.
I remember Grandma's
the children
ass.
like crawling around in the ground, but I don't remember.
Yes, directly after that.
Oh, but I don't really remember that. Oh, she's dead, dude. Plan on murdering me in my sleep?
No, I'm pretty
What?
sure this scene coming up, she
Oh.
didn't even get a whiff of the suicide juice. She just wanted to do this.
Yeah. She had enough. Marky Mark didn't want to touch her.
She just like takes perceived rejection really hard.
Hey man, Marky, are you gonna make some Wahlburgers anytime soon?
Wahlburgers.
Remember that time he felt the plastic plant? I want to be able to remember it. It's
vibing.
like I know, yeah. It's Donnie, Joey, Marky,
Itchy,
I don't
Mitch,
know,
and Titch.
yeah. Scratchy, Sneezy, Blowy.
Dopey, Sneezy,
Oh, you
Sleepy
can't do it.
Boy,
There's no.
Doc.
If you can fucking do it right now, I bet there's no way you can do it. Seven Dwarves. There's no way.
Doc.
I will put a bet on it. All right.
Sleepy,
So the first person that
Dopey, Angry.
if anybody's tuned in outside of Ben, the first person to list all seven dwarves in the comments.
Oh, here's what you're thinking of. It's just some doll, dude.
You're interrupting my train of thought. But the first person to put all seven dwarves in the comments down below gets to choose the next flick that we social commentarily do. Holy shit.
No, Mrs. Jones, I actually wanted to talk with you.
This woman is a great fucking actress. Like, holy shit.
I don't understand. Something happened in these things.
He said it. We can turn it off now.
No!
What the fuck has she been in? Because, like, holy shit.
Which I actually do kind of like the framing of those shots.
Yeah. Staring directly.
This is the only portion of the movie that's genuinely kind of interesting. So
it's because it turned into like a true fucking horror film, dude. Like
damn, did she teleport out there? What the fuck?
She ran. She was like the runner from Get Out in that sequence, but you just missed it.
Jones, could we talk calmly for a second?
Oh, she's dead, dude.
Just hear me
She's
out.
gonna suicide.
I'm a teacher.
I know everything. I'm a high school
Teacher,
biology teacher.
I just need 5 minutes to think about every little thing that goes through my mind.
God, you know why I
give me
can't
a
take
moment.
Marky Mark's fucking seriously? Is that fucking face, fucking forehead dimple he has. How does she suicide? I don't remember.
It's in the thumbnail, dude. She just
She
fucking
drinks
starts
Granny's
throwing
peach
her
tea.
face into the windows.
Oh, shut the windows and the doors.
Now, is he freaking out because just one person get targeted? Like, why was he like freaking out that bad? Should be like, oh
I
my
think he still
god, this
doesn't have
is like
comprehension
exactly
of
what I
like
needed.
breathing the air, and like they still don't know the exact fucking scenario that takes to kill you. Like they don't know what gives you the suicide bug.
They don't quite know that Hot Dog Man had it called directly. Like he's 100% accurate.
We never got to see that guy die, so I'm pretty sure he's still alive. I think he's cool. He grabbed his wife's hand, so I think he's cool.
Yeah, love wins in the end, dude. That's what they learned, apparently.
Dude, are you still trying to get me to jerk you off via camera? Because like that's not happening.
Dude, I've been doing that for like 25 minutes on my own, off screen.
You're touching yourself with a little old lady's nightgown? Is that what's happening? Holy shit, fucking balls.
Yeah, one more for the road.
Yeah. Tell me this isn't fucking like... You tell me you don't like this movie? Like, come on. This hasn't grown on you yet?
No,
you haven't
it's
been like,
a bad
this is
movie,
fucking
dude.
awesome?
I just
Dude,
believe that
come
it's a
on.
bit more intentional than I first thought. That's about it. There's like two things where I'm like, oh, this is actually a pretty good bit that I wish they
That
had
grandma
extended.
threw her head through the fucking... Like, come on, this is a good movie. It's visually fun. Oh, now he just remembered the little girl and his wife.
Yeah, they're in like a silo or some shit. They wanted to check out that corn. Oh yeah, they can hear each other through the pipe.
Yeah, it's so stupid. This is a throwback to Signs, the shot right here that's cut off through the doorway. Man, did we just get like exponentially bored? Like, is that what's happening? Like,
No, I'm
we're
like
not
paying
talking.
attention to the movie for some reason.
Oh,
Like that
yeah, it's hard
sequence of
to.
shots was interesting. It's like, oh, what's happening?
How is this possible? Is this even possible? Like, is this a
No,
thing?
it's
that,
not
like,
possible. It
okay.
would maybe a little bit. There's like some logic to it, but it wouldn't be as loud as it is in the movie.
Emma!
Good morning, Elliot. Sounds like you're right here.
Close the windows and the doors, Emma.
What?
Mrs. Jones just died. Close the windows.
Ooh,
Making a lot of assumptions. Like she just put her head through 3 windows. Think you would die after doing through 3 windows? How many windows do you think you could put your head through before you died?
How many are you asking me? Like I'm at 3 licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. So I mean, I guess 3 would be my answer.
Well, now 3 licks is just when you give up and eat the thing.
Okay, so 3
I
licks
guess
and
is
she
what
gave up and then
suicide
ate
is.
herself. You know? Did you hear me?
What?
After 3 licks, she gave up and ate herself.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she gave herself 3 licks into the window.
Mark
and then
Wahlberg
after
was her
that-
last chance, dude. She just did herself in.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why she was suicidal, because he didn't give her the touch. He didn't feel her, if you know what I'm saying. Dude, stop fucking touching me, bro.
Whoop.
I don't want that shit. Stop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right. This is where I would tune out if I were in cinemas and like I was watching this film seriously.
This is the shittiest part of the movie.
Yeah, this would basically completely turn me off of everything that's happened in the frame.
Because the other 2 scenes about their relationship are fucking hilarious. And this is self-serious and like trying to, oh my God, it's so stupid looking.
It looks plastic, but it was metal earlier.
It looks like the amber from Jurassic Park.
What happens if he's immune because of the mood ring?
I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the in-universe explanation.
Turned purple when you wore it.
That means you were.
I remember when I had a mood ring for a while, dude. I used to.
Did you really? Like, is that recent? Like within the last decade or so?
No, I mean when I was in high school and shit. That's over a decade ago.
Bro, you were feeling it, weren't you?
I was up in my feelings. I just needed something to help me understand them. But I mean, it didn't take long before it like started turning that color brown, because all the like things inside of it just like let loose and turned together. It became like this emotional slurry. You couldn't tell what the fuck the emotions were, dude.
It's like those fucking dreamfish, you know, that you hold in your hand that fold up because of the heat of your hand. You know what I'm talking about?
A little bit. I think I maybe saw it in a movie or a TV show.
It folds up in your hand, like it does that little curling thing.
If your fucking pistol do that, like, what's it going on?
My pistol?
No.
My dick do that?
Like,
what are you asking me?
No, like if you have one of those things in your hand and it curls up, are you like fucking pissed?
I think it
tell
means
you what
like
percent fish you are.
I think it means you're happy or something. I don't remember, but it has a diagram that shows you if it curls like this much, it means something, but if it folds all the way in, something I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen one.
So it's more confusing than a mood ring.
Yeah, it's Chinese finger cuffs for fuck's sake.
I want to be with you, and I'm gonna come be with you.
Hey, look at Marky Mark emoting. It's gonna make.
Look at them scaleras, dog.
This is a good shot, though. Like,
what the shot of the pipe?
The pipe is no. The pipe is a euphemism for his cock.
That thing didn't last long.
You know what? You know what she didn't do? She didn't feel his pipe. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we're getting ready. This is like fucking climax here. Like, we're getting ready to roll credits. I'm kind of feeling it, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm in tune with my emotions.
You're feeling that blown out sky and the wind.
It's like he's walking very slow. Like, wouldn't he run? You know, why would he just run? At any case,
I think
scenario,
he wants to kill himself for real, and that's how you see. That's how you beat this thing, man. That's how you beat this thing. It's like the Dr.
For the record,
meme or whatever.
I'm safe then.
It's like, yo, how do I beat this virus, or how do I beat this plant thing? Oh, that's my secret. I'm always suicidal.
Suicidal, yeah. She never felt his pipe. He wants to be suicidal because she had dessert.
Now, why did she make the decision for the little girl to be like, oh, yeah, we should go outside and commit ritual suicide? You should go too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's make this decision for you, little child that's not mine.
Notice that the positions swapped. Like, they're flopped now.
It's like they broke the line.
They did. They totally did.
Yeah.
But they couldn't shoot in the woods, yeah. So maybe that in M. Night Shyamalan's mind, this is just like a dream sequence. That's why it flipped.
No, I think that when you break the line, that's how you break the curse or whatever.
Hey, do you feel suicidal? Do you feel it? Feel it? No, that's what he was asking her, dude.
Feel the vibration.
Yeah, I think you should play that. I'm gonna put it on now. I'm gonna fucking copyright infringe like a motherfucker. God, Dewey is like the perfect fucking specimen of female. We're safe now.
They all hang out in the basement.
Yeah,
basement boys.
Credits.
Notice, get the fuck out of here unless you're gonna eat my pussy.
This should have been the credits song right here. I would have been in love with this movie if that was the credits song.
Oh shit, she's pregnant.
No. Okay, so this is post-COVID-19 when kids go back to school 3 months later. Oh, don't forget your picture of your actual dad and mom.
Instead of the people that abducted you.
Yeah, your daddy and your mommy cut themselves with car glass.
Is that the kid's first line in the movie?
No, she said other stuff. But remember, she's a whisperer. Okay, Marky Mark's not dead. Are they in Boston now? I think they're in Boston.
Yeah. They
Look
moved
at that
back to the
smiley
same
face.
area.
Look at that top right corner.
Somewhere with
there.
like apparently very small property values, but you can still get this great house.
Well, property values in Boston aren't very cheap, so. How does he pay for all this with his high school teacher salary?
Beats the fuck out of me. That's just one. Oh, is that Ben Stein? We're gonna win
Now
his
he's
money
a real
now?
scientist. He's not a high school teacher. Yo, I completely forgot this part of the movie existed. Like, I'm not even fucking with you. I thought that
What,
just
the
ended.
epilogue?
Yeah, I thought it just
Dame
ended
Y
while
here?
they were in the silo
This
thing.
guy's in Nevada. This guy's in Virginia. Oh my god.
Are those boiled eggs? Like, what's going on?
They're just regular old emu eggs.
Kay from Mississippi wants to know why it started so suddenly on a Tuesday at 8:33 and then ended so suddenly at 9:20.
Yeah, it lasted like 24 hours.
To be perfectly honest,
That guy is definitely Jewish. He may not be full Jew, but he's kind of Jewish.
Uh-huh. Jewishish.
Look at the PlayStation game sitting there. PS2, bro.
Well, I believe, this is just my opinion, that this was a prelude, a warning, like the first spot of a rash. We have become a threat to this planet. I don't think anybody will argue that. And this is a warning, a warning. I think the
This is so interesting, dude. Look how close Hawaii
Dude,
is.
it's like, it's captured my attention because, like, it's like the thing that, like, happens in a movie that explains why the movie exists, you know, like the plot and its epilogue, not epilogue.
What, so she can have a little baby? She can have a crotch goblin, dude?
Oh, yeah, she's pregnant as fuck. Did they have sex in the cellar while the kid watched? Like, is that what's happening right now? Is this what Shyamalan's getting at? Is they fucked in front of the kid?
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, don't keep the house plants in your fucking house after you just got through a pandemic of house.
Yeah, that's
shit.
the first thing that came to my mind is why would you ever want to see a house plant in your
I
life?
would never have a plant ever again. Oh, she's they're expecting.
What is that look?
I wonder why she's smiling. She's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
In her brain, she's thinking about that. She wished the suicide virus would come back in her brain now.
Mm-hmm. So there's a point coming up in this scene where I thought the movie was going to be like interesting and good, or like either of them stop for a moment while looking at each other and then just start walking backwards. Like if he did that just now.
If Marky Mark stopped and looked at her and then just took off running the other direction.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But also just like walking backwards and shit. Like,
you know, it'd be cool too.
At any point in this whole sequence, that would be cool.
It'd be cool if they showed that she had a black baby after Marky Mark ran away.
Oh yeah. It's like I didn't know that's what happened when you ate ice cream with a stranger.
Yeah, when you eat dessert with a stranger, you have a baby.
Or is this Barcelona?
I thought this is like poof roll. Oh, it's a pandemic happening somewhere else worldwide.
Yeah, it randomly happens throughout the world. Paris, it happens, dude.
They're playing bocce ball, so
like
I think this is Italy. Yeah, this is definitely Italy.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, just bros being bros, standing right next to each other.
Don't you love like hanging out with your homie in front of the castle, dude?
Yeah. Hey, homie, you want to go for a walk? Would you hold my hand? We did that, dude. That's what he said in France. He said, will you hold my hand? Oh, they're going to make out, dude. That's poof. If they made out and then they rolled the credits, how awesome would this fucking movie be?
I mean, that's the same thing that I said about Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings should have ended with a blowjob.
Oh, look, the sky is in focus.
That's a plate shot for sure. Oh, credit song.
Yeah. So how much did this movie fucking cost? $50?
You know, if they had started making out, both of them would have definitely started feeling it, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for Brian O'Halloran's name in the credits here.
I'm going to Google the budget of this film, actually, while we got time, because we're still going to have an outro. There it is.
Brian C. O'Halloran, Jeep driver.
The Happening Wiki.
Surly Bernard. Okay,
Jake
somebody.
Break. Can you imagine that? All right. So the budget of the film was $48 million.
I don't think they needed 46 million of that.
You got to think about all the people this film paid, though. But actually, it made 143, so it made back triple its budget, dude.
Well, triple its stated budget. Of course, there's marketing.
Well, I think it's just because it's a Shyamalan picture show. So, but it's considered a flop.
This movie
for some
was
reason.
marketed pretty well.
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer and going, "That's not for me." And I loved Shyamalan in those days. Like I love The Sixth Sense, and I love.
I mean, I still see most of the movies he makes. I saw Glass.
Yeah,
I make excuses for Glass.
I can't make excuses for that movie. That movie was just fucking bad. When you have fucking what was before Glass, the Patricia movie, what was that shit called?
That would be Split.
Split, and then you go to make fucking Glass, and then it's just come on. And even The Visit, like I love that movie. I remember you watching it. We watched it separately. I remember you saying you didn't really enjoy it that much.
It's grown on me. It makes this movie make a bit more sense, to be frank.
Okay, did this movie grow on you though in this viewing where you're like, holy shit, okay, this is actually entertaining? Like, did it kind of give you a little bit of like an insight?
It would have helped if I wasn't doing running commentary on it personally.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I mean, that's any fucking film. You're not supposed to talk through a fucking movie. You're supposed to listen to the filmmakers that made it talk through the fucking film, not us dumbasses. We do this for fun though, because like we can't watch a movie together physically, and most of the times when we do watch a movie together physically, you know, giving you the COVID, we talk anyway. Sometimes when it's like a shot happens and like I'm enthralled by or, you know, I'm enthused, I'm like, hey man, that was fucking cool, and I back it up. And I know some people hate it, but like that's just how my brain works sometimes, where I'm just like, I gotta see that again directly following watching it like for the first time. Especially when something really fucking funny happens, you know.
So what would you say was the best shot of this movie?
I still love the John. I love that entire sequence. It's not the best shot. The best shot is Marky Mark. The John Leguizamo cutting himself with a car glass sequence. That's one of my favorite sequences of the entire movie. My favorite shot is Marky Mark holding the little girl. That's just the Norman Rockwell painting. Like, it's just a cue of emotion through a camera sequence where you can't hear what they say. You don't need to. It should touch you somehow, and it touched Zooey Deschanel so much that they profiled her directly on. Not profiled. They shot her direct.
I think I realized where about $1 million of this movie's budget went to. The 8 fucking lion tamers they needed.
And she was like crying. So, it was France, not Italy. Those bros should have made out at the end of this movie. Like, I'm gonna write M. Night Shyamalan a letter and be like, "Hey, man, how come they didn't make out at the end of that movie? Like, you would have had a big thing on your hand if that had happened.
It would have broke new ground.
Oh yeah, it would have been pretty. What is that word I'm looking for?
Revolutionary.
Not breaking ground.
Progressive.
Yeah, it would have been not progressive. That was what I was looking for. It would have been pretty fucking like pushed forward. You know, stop fucking staring at yourself, man. Watch the credits. Be mindful of these people that worked on this. Oh wait, they're over. Filmed in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, Fairmont Park Commissions. So it was Philadelphia it was filmed. So he's from Philadelphia, from what I remember.
It's like they shot everything on location. That probably wasn't good, actually.
In Signs, they go to Florida when they first meet. When they show the video of the alien, that's the first time you see the alien. It's in Florida, so I think he has an obsession with Florida.
Or shooting on location, perhaps.
No. All right, we're blacking out here. Complete fade out with another logo. Final thoughts. That should have been stated during the credits.
Well, you know, I used to think that it was just, you know, a bad movie, and it was intended. I mean, not intended. I thought he was trying to be completely sincere about everything, because there were a lot of bad, just like global warming is going to kill us all movies back then, and of course it is. They just didn't know how to express this very well. It's all, man, the weather's going to get revenge on us, like the what was it called? Day After Tomorrow, shit like that. Of course, that's
so you think that the nuclear refinery, the nuclear refinery, was a sign? Like it was like a part of like, oh, you're killing the environment, so the environment's going to make you kill yourself.
Which is, strangely enough, one of the cleaner forms of energy they could have used in the movie too.
Yeah, nuclear.
But people understand that, I guess. Now, I wish that the movie had leaned into the comedy a bit more, but then again, but only in subtle ways. Like if they had done that 6 shots, the whole clip when they were in Pittsburgh or whatever, that would have been straight up like Midsummer level, make me laugh with a 6 sequence. It would
Okay,
have
so
really
a
like it
9
would have
clip holds more
reminded
than a
me of
6.
that.
A 9 millimeter can hold, I think, 12 rounds.
Yeah, well, most people are familiar with 6 shooters, So.
Yeah, but that's not a 6 shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Googling that right now just to be informed.
But if that
My
scene had
final
carried on for
thoughts.
like a minute, I think that I would have been way more on board for it.
Often automatic pistols come with 15 to 30 bullets magazines. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm not a gun expert. I don't want to be. I just wanted to see if I don't think that sequence had to be longer. I think it kind of proved its point and kind of time to move on.
What
They
was
don't
the
have to
point? People
appease.
can shoot themselves with guns?
They don't have to appease Jeremy every single time. Was the point?
Cool, dude. I'm glad that he thinks of me.
Would that be cool if like M. Night Shyamalan like thought of you when he was making a movie? He does think of you. He thinks of the audience. Like I'm sure this film was like
Well, I
it
feel
was
like
for a
he
specific.
made Lady in the Water just for me. So there is
Oh
that.
God! So you can look at Bryce Dallas Howard in the fucking wet clothes and shit. Come on.
I mean, it helps.
Um,
But I mean, I also
she
just
was
like
like
that
16
movie.
at the time, wasn't she?
She wasn't no fucking
No,
16.
that's true. She's like in her 40s now. So, um,
Is she Ron
she does
Howard's
think.
daughter or
Yeah,
sister?
Bryce Dallas is. Yeah,
Okay.
daughter. I think that M. Night Shyamalan makes movies for specific audiences, just kind of like Ari Aster does, or Kevin Smith makes Kevin Smith movies, or Wes Anderson makes Wes Anderson picture shows. So M. Night Shyamalan, I don't know what he was making Glass for. Like I can't make an excuse for that. You said you can make an excuse for it, but I don't know what it
He
was.
was that's like a let's just say that Glass is basically the Jay and Silent Bob reboot of M Night Shyamalan movies.
No,
Granted, I mean as
Jay
far
and
as
Bob
like
reboot's a funny movie. Like that's a great
I'm
fucking
not
funny movie.
comparing the quality of the two because I enjoyed the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and I did
You
not
know
enjoy
what?
Glass, even though I will make some excuses for it. But
Um,
it's the same level of like, oh man, I want to see this director return to his roots in some way and continue a storyline that he left off, and it just ended up being fucking terrible because I guess it was funded by Blumhouse. I actually don't think it was. So they
oh, I
had like
don't know
what
who
a
it was.
$50 million budget, and probably
Uh,
over 4/5 of it probably went to the actors.
oh yeah, fucking Bruce Willis doesn't work for less than 10 mil now or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna
And
talk
Sam
about that.
Jackson, who's bound to be
But
expensive, and I don't know about the
Unbreakable
English
is a
fella.
great fucking film because of the slow pacing of that movie and not understanding if he has powers or not, and like just spending time thinking about. All right, so what is there to think about fucking the happening? What makes you think here? To me, it's you don't know if it is airborne, if it's toxic, or if it's just people killing themselves. Um, it obviously
Is
does
that
affect
something
you
you cared
somehow.
about or thought about at all?
No, that's what I'm thinking about now. I'm trying to, make myself think. It also
I
spends
wouldn't call this
time.
movie a thinker, sir. I would say, how'd the movie make you feel?
How did it make me feel? Fuck. I'm not terrified of a pandemic that's going to make me kill myself. I'm terrified of a pandemic now. Um, how did this movie make me feel? It made me feel laughable, like funny, like goofy. Um, because I have kind of a morbid sense of humor, so I
So
kind of.
here's the question. There's no doubt going to be so many fucking movies and TV shows about the pandemic, this era that we're living through right now.
Oh yeah, it's
Which
coming.
one of them is going to basically remake The Happening and have the same tone and have the tone be misinterpreted by people?
M. Night Shyamalan should do it.
He might make it, yeah.
Yeah, you should make The Happening too, and then make it about COVID. Um, there's gonna be a lot. Like it's gonna explode next year for sure. It's gonna blow up, and I wouldn't be
I would
surprised
give
if
it
they.
at least 2 years for the scripts to be
Nah, I
written.
think it's gonna be next year. You got to think about. All right, so I'm just making a comparison. I'm not trying to put it out there that this thing is like this, but just making a comparison. The 9/11 films came out the exact following year. like they were the next following. Like I think
Well,
it
let's just
wasn't
say
Flight
that it's a
49. It
touch
was
easier to
freaking,
dramatize 9/11. I don't know where you
yeah.
start with this. You just make room.
Uh, get through it and then start. I'm sure there's already pre-planning right now. Like people are already fucking writing their scripts about it. But you know what I would like to see? 28 years later. That's the film I would pay a lot of money to go and see. Why? Or even 28 months later, that's where they would be at. Because 28 Days Later was a great fucking movie. 28 Weeks Later, fucking phenomenal. It's the zombie apocalypse with more zombies out there 28 days later. 28 months later, holy shit, that'd be cool. I think they would be in the calm. I think it'd be kind of like watching a little bit of Land of the Dead where they
Yeah,
got
they
like
would
the
try to
city
bring
kind of
back
build
the
up and
zombie
shit.
movie after its oversaturation.
Oh, it's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna happen. I think that's what everybody's thinking about right now is the fucking zombie movies because The Walking Dead's already the ratings have jumped. Like the ratings have already
Well, people
gone
don't
up,
have
and then
anything else to do.
and they've already fucking they're sending out their other show. So um, you're right. People don't have anything. I would like to see Netflix's numbers and Prime's numbers right now. Like I think things are fucking gonna explode. But I'm saying that like I'm predicting it, but I'm not really for sure that the pandemic films are gonna explode. Like there might even be a Birdemic 2 or Birdemic 3.
There already is a Birdemic too.
Yeah, it's gonna be Birdemic 3. Physically though, like
Which will
past
just
all
be
that,
about avian flu.
final thoughts of the happening is like I will still share my story of my film school roommate liking the film and turning it on to me, and I laughed. And then when he got back, I think he wasn't. I don't know if we watched it. I can't remember the actual. It's been a decade, but I remember going, "Holy shit, man! Like that was a good film." And I think we talked through it. Um, oh shit! I don't know what happened. Am I
You
still
lost
there?
video. I can still hear audio.
I accidentally clicked the thing, but my mouse looks like it's broken. Um, am I moving? Because my picture isn't moving.
I don't see your picture. I just get a big old gray blob. There you go.
Am I there?
Yeah.
It just took a minute to reconnect. Man, I fucked that up. What was I talking about? Film school roommate turned
Talking
me on to
about
the film.
Jesse and shit.
Yeah, it's made me laugh, man. I was not expecting it to be a good movie, a shitty film, because he doesn't have great taste in films sometimes. So I enjoy it. I enjoy the badness of it. I enjoy Marky Mark being bad. I can't take that dude seriously at all. I've never watched
The movie,
fucking
in
Mark
some
Wahlberg.
ways, feels like it's a giant prank on him.
Yeah, I've never watched a fucking Mark Wahlberg movie and been like, that was so good. Like Mark did a great job and the film was good. Like I can't think of anything I've seen of that dude in it that I was just like, that was great. I can't wait to buy that DVD.
Well,
Sick for
we're
this
about to
movie.
have a
Like I was
visitor.
like, no shit.
Yeah, mom's about to be back.
Oh, she's done getting the dick. Oh
Yeah.
wait, am I still on speaker? Is she
Yeah.
standing out there?
Not. She hasn't come in yet.
Oh fuck me, good. So outside of that, you know, I'm gonna finish with this. Physically speaking, how are you feeling? Are there
I feel
symptoms?
great.
Yeah, I still got my sore throat and headache, but I'm not really that worried about it. I'm more scared for other people than I am myself.
Yeah. Well, we've been observing the quarantines.
Yeah, we've been doing a really good job. So what's next for the social quarantine commentary track?
I don't know. We'll have to think of something. Maybe a zombie movie.
Yeah, zombie would be a good idea. Try to stay away. I already watched Outbreak. I watched Contagion because sometimes it's fun to torture the mind that way with what's going on right now to kind of keep my mind personally off of it. And it also teaches me things, because I'm not the brightest man in the fucking brightest day, blackest night. But it does.
What does that got to do with your brain, dog? Like,
I don't know. It's just I said brightest man, so it kind of made me think of that. But it does help me learn things. So
I love to learn things from movies.
Yeah, that's where I learn half of the shit I know about my life. But The Happening, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed our time together. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Yeah, let's touch
stay
fingers.
indoors. Wash your hands.
Yeah, hopefully this all blows
sanitize.
over by June when I have to leave.
All right, much love, brother.
All right, peace out, G. Ending.